So I was going to tell you a story that I thought was really funny. I thought I'd just open up with a story.
We're just launching straight into the time Julian kissed the dog.
No, not that one. This is
it's not that
this
story.
This is kind of funnier because
now you have to tell that story too.
It's a little bit more recent. I'm not going to say where it was or who it was, just because this could impact my professionalness, right? But I was playing a gig. All right.
Okay.
It was a series of gigs. You know, one after the other, kind of a thing. You know,
is that known as a tour?
No, it wasn't a tour. No, not as such. It was just like there was multiple shows going.
Okay, you just had lots of different gigs, one after the other.
Yeah, like one after the other, like for 3-4 days, kind of a thing. Yeah. And it was the last day, and I'd become pretty good friends with the drummer, who was a nice Irish lad. I could use first names. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows first names. It's called Paddy.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, as Irish as you can get. And he was like, you know what? Let's go and we'll grab a drink and some food before the last gig. And I was like, okay, sick. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Yeah.
And we were just chilling out. We went to a brew dog and got a burger, got some drinks, having a great time. And I don't know why, but I decided that I would keep up with the Irishman. And I know it sounds a little racist, but fucking hell, man.
It's a little stereotypical, perhaps.
It is a little stereotypical, but the thing is that...
Well, you know what they say, stereotypes exist sometimes for a reason.
Yeah, and holy shit, man can drink.
Yep.
Man can drink. Professional pintman. He doesn't look like one. But
no, they never
he was
do.
just like sinking one after the other, after the other, after the other.
Professionals.
And he was fine.
Never do. Yep.
And I was like, you know what? I don't want to look like a fool. I'm just going to, little Argentinian boy, I'll just keep going. Yep. So I kept going. Getting the same drinks he was getting. I think he caught on to what I was doing. So we were just drinking a lot. And for the last gig, I was drunk out of my mind.
Yep.
And it's a miracle that I could actually play.
Yeah.
And
you hate playing drunk.
Here's the thing. I hate playing drunk. Nobody knew I was drunk. And I still got paid.
Nice.
So success.
Success.
But, it was a pretty funny story, I think.
Yeah.
So
you just got really steaming because you couldn't.
Yeah, I got really steaming because I decided to be an idiot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. That happens sometimes. That's generally how people wind up getting drunk.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm out drinking though, and I wind up in one of those situations, I always have to remind myself I have nothing to prove. Like,
yeah, no.
At the end of the day, really, what have I got to prove? Like, I can drink faster than anyone in this bar. I can drink more than anyone. No, I'm gonna have a couple of beers, and I'm gonna be kind of drunk, and then I'm gonna have a few more, and I'm gonna be too drunk.
Now we're gonna get. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to these two young kids.
These two young broken fools.
Yes. Come on, don't say that. Come graduation, we'll be back out into the real world.
The real world?
Oof.
Sometimes I surprise myself with the way I think about things.
John?
Yeah? Did you get any of that?
Nope, but I'll just read it for you, don't worry.
Nope.
I guess the
real world. Wait, did you get any? I said, did you get any of it?
I got like the first bit.
Okay, I guess the strange divorce feeling of Yamaku in the surrounding town compared to the outside world still hasn't become natural.
The real world, sometimes I surprise myself with the way I think about things. I guess the strange divorce feeling of Yamaku in the surrounding town compared to the outside world still hasn't become natural. It's alright.
Maybe it never will. It's strange, in hindsight, being isolated on her face. Lilly seems to share the same sense of amusement at the idea.
Wow, you just skipped a whole bunch.
Oh.
Fuck me, right. It's okay.
Well,
this will be pretty easy to edit, so just go for it again, starting.
No, the people at home can read it.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys, but
It's
at this
alright.
point,
For some
we've got a
reason we're
game to
having...
get through.
Yeah, I know. For some reason we've been having lots of internet issues, but...
Eventually, though, her smile drops.
Oh. I'll be going back to the bonny hills of Tyree for a week or two soon. I didn't know there were hills in Tyree. Is that why you had to reschedule Haruko's birthday party?
Had to go build some hills.
Oh,
she gives an affirmative nod.
Can we go to Scotland?
Yeah.
Do we get to go to Scotland?
Oh, I thought you meant you and I. I was like, we live here.
I mean, we are in Scotland already.
I can't remember. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. Anyway, you'll be able to see your family again at least. You're not looking forward to it? I haven't met my family in 6 years.
Oh
I don't even know how to act around them anymore. Oh man, I know that feeling. Real bad, man. Real bad. Cause I've not. Anyway, yeah. But I've not seen my family for 18 years.
Wow.
Like my, I've seen my mom and dad and my sister, but like everybody else,
of course. But like family,
18 years. It's been nuts. So I feel you. I know exactly what you're going through. It's
I'm trying to relate to an anime character. Wait, what? Off. My mouth hangs open as I try to process what she said. If she's 18, that means she'd have only been 12 when they left. I may have seen very little of my parents, what with them both working long hours, but that's... I feel utterly useless as I struggle to find some way to respond.
But why? Why did they leave her? Why are they inviting Akira and me back? Both, I suppose. My father's business has its headquarters in Scotland, and an executive position became available for him there. In the end, he had to move permanently. My mother followed him, but Akira and I stayed in Japan for the sake of both Akira's job within the Japanese branch of my father's company and my education. As for the latter, one of my aunts is gravely sick. Not Auntie Moira! No!
Auntie Moira? Auntie Moira's come down with a consumption.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit,
it's
mate.
coughing up blood. Go to it for the mines. Go to it for work in the mines. Aye, the pit. In the pit.
Pure
She's a Koya. Out of Moira. Sorry, hen.
It feels strange, really. We're being summoned there for her, yet we've merely met before. I can't even remember the sound of her voice.
That's always weird.
Yeah.
Equally strange is the total lack of antipathy she feels towards her family for doing such a thing. I can't help feeling slightly humbled. That said, her wistful exterior is just hiding her emotions. Seeing her like this is depressing. Knowing what to do, I left myself off the bed. Lilly notices the bed's movements, her head perking up and her hand reaching sideways to feel where I was. Boo.
Hesso?
Boo. I walk over to my bag, still leaning against the wall. Unbuckling the front flap and retrieving the opaque bag from within, flap. I take the small plain box in my hand, flap.
Hold your hands out, Lilly.
Flap.
It's my dick. Happy birthday! I know it's not your birthday.
My dick in a box. She looks surprised for a moment, but eventually acquiesces. Jesus. Who wrote this?
Yeah.
I'm amused by her look of curiosity when I place the music box into her open palms. Her typically delicate way of handling it, making it seem as if it were fragile enough to break if breathed on. She wordlessly brings it in front of her face, her slender fingers feeling out its contours and patterning. Eventually, her fingers find the recessed line between the lid and the body of the box, and her thumb effortlessly pops open the lid.
Oh.
Take a seat on the bed.
Watching her face silently and intently. Oh,
and intently. Yeah.
I can't believe you're breaking up for these tender moments, but it's okay.
Oh,
I don't. The internet's been doing so well up until now, and I have no clue why.
She sits completely motionless as she listens to the diminutive tinny melody, her mouth just slightly open. Well, you know.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. It takes a long while before she closes the lid with a small snap, bringing the curtain down on the miniature performance playing in her hands. What a lovely metaphor. The smile on her face, gentle and wistful, shows that I made the right decision.
Think of it as a going-away present for your trip to Scotland.
I think as Hisao changes, his voice should change also. I'm just going to spitball that.
What?
I think that as Hisao changes, his voice should change also.
Okay.
That's just an idea I'm throwing out there.
No, it's a good idea. Because
Okay.
if he starts getting like really like, you know, sensitive and he's like, "Cha, what?"
Yeah, that's a bit much.
It's a bit much. Are you just getting annoyed at the voice? It's already been 21 episodes, dude.
Yeah. A restless shuffling can be heard from the floor. Can be heard from the floor in front of us. The sound having woken Hanako. She's up. She climbs out of the blankets I put over her, looking befuddled and wiping the sleep from her eyes.
I see you're finally up. What?
Hanako looks around the room with her eyes only half open, her mind far from being as awake as her body. Her dazed state makes me and Lilly chuckle. As Lilly gets off the bed, calm it. Loch Ness Monster, get back there. As Lilly gets off the bed and tends to Hanako, I take one last look around the room.
I guess I'd better get going then. There'll be questions if I'm seen leaving the girls' dormitories in the morning.
Too right.
Goodbye, Hisao.
Yeah, so long. Thanks for the fish.
Oh, goodbye.
See ya. I stand and walk to the door, picking up my somewhat lighter bag along the way. As I leave the room and enter the hallway, though, I hear Lily's footsteps behind me.
Huh? What's wrong?
Sorry about that. Without a word, she strides up to me. I freeze as I feel her hand slide onto my cheek. See, did you get that?
No. Go again.
Without a word, she strides up to me. I freeze as I feel her hand slide onto my cheek, seemingly every nerve taking in the feeling of her fingers and palm upon it.
Oh.
Immediately after, her face slowly moves next to mine, light momentary touch of her lips brushing against my other cheek.
Oh.
For a moment, everything seems to stand still.
Oh.
I absent-mindedly bring my fingers to my cheek, as if to try and recapture that fleeting feeling.
Oh, Lily. Oh, that's my thank you, Hisao. Thank you for your present. Have a nice day in school.
I love it. He gets one kiss in the cheek, and he's just like. And with that, she disappears behind her door and gently closes it. The muffled voices of her and Hanako audible through it, as much as they were yesterday night.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Loch Ness Monster is like begging for some air.
I think I'd be hard pressed not to have a nice day after that. I don't know. I think it can really ruin your morning. I walk away with a certain spring to my step. I think there were some people around that glamouraging from the girls' dormitory building, but I find it difficult to care.
Oh my god. Got a kiss on cheek, man. It's crazy. Oh, the cats are getting a little frisky. Give me a second. I'm gonna just feed them. Feed the fucking monsters and I'll come back.
Feed the cats. Heyo.
Hey, John.
Oh no.
Go away! Hee-chan! Leave me alone! Come on, Hee-chan! Let me sleep!
After 2 nights of not being able to sleep at all, the last thing I want is to be woken when I finally manage to.
Why? Because you got a raging stoner? Is that what happened? Don't blame me.
No, he's sleepy. Maybe the last period of class with a textbook as my pillow. I'll take whatever sleep I can get by this point.
See, Hee-chan, even She-chan wants you to get up.
Then she can tell me herself. I don't care what Shizune wants. Leave me alone.
Jeez, Hee-chan, I'll just have to wake.
Oh, no, wait. Misha's going to...
You?
This is bad.
I'm up. I'm up. You don't have to.
I can feel my face flowering into a scarlet red blush. The students ill in class are sitting bolt upright and staring at the shouting fool who was sleeping just moments before.
Damn it.
I let my head smack down onto the table with a noticeable thud. Misha's trademark uncontrolled laughter reverberates through the classroom.
Yeah.
As I turn my mournful eyes to the bespectacled Shizune beside her, she carefully adjusts her glasses, desperately trying to maintain a look of serious disapproval. Narrowing her eyes, my eyes, I can see the badly hidden grin spreading across her face.
Et tu, Shizune? Mais oui, le français.
No, Latin. Shizune looks away quickly as she crosses her arms tightly, barely on the edge of her control.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Anyway.
Alright. Misha's laughter doubles in volume as she glances at Shizune. All I can do is drag my hands down at my face in resignation.
It sounded more like she was just choking.
Yep.
You two? Who was the one who slept in class, He-chan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. Poor She-chan was having a fit trying to wake you up, weren't you? I mean,
maybe she should mind her own fucking business.
Yeah, maybe.
I lift my eyes back to the standoff of Shizune, who with a single huff of confirmation returns to looking away with her arms crossed.
Why was Shizune trying to wake me up? Is it because I'm trying to fuck her cousin? She-chan wanted to give you the handouts the substitute teacher gave out while He-chan was sleeping. Handouts?
That'll do it.
That will fucking do it, yeah.
I suddenly found 2 sheets of paper thrust down in front of my face. Following my hand down them, holding them, I can see the still pouting figure looking down at me with a distinct scowl. I guess I really am in the wrong here.
Sorry about that?
No dice.
No.
Her irritated face still holds. I clasp my hands together and flick my head downwards in apology.
Very, very sorry.
She huffs and simply drops the paper on the desk.
Damn.
I look up over my hands to see Shizune and Misha signing frantically to each other, a look of frustration on Shizune's face. It looks to be less of a dialogue and more of a tirade, punctuated with sidelong glances at me. To say it's unsettling is an understatement. The two suddenly stop signing and look at me in unison, both having exactly the same look of disapproval. In one fluid motion, Misha's hand suddenly extends high above me and comes rocketing down. Before I can even hope to react, my head is sent bouncing up and down like a jack-in-the-box.
Whoa, what the fuck did she just karate chop me?
Slapped you. I quickly bring my hands to my head, more out of reflex than actual pain.
Oh, what was that for?
I open my eyes to see the two grinning at each other while exchanging an enthusiastic thumbs up.
She-chan says she forgives you now, He-chan. Could you forgive me with a little less force next time?
Let's see, they're your friends. Your classmates. Your buddies. Alright. I look at the two with a blank face. Misha and Shizune 1, Hisao 0.
Oh, She-chan also says you should check your student mail more often.
That's not like a mechanic we can do. She produces a bright yellow envelope and hands it over with an exuberant grin. Oh, strange. Who could have written me a letter? Now is not the time. and most definitely not the place to find out them.
Oh.
Giving up on the nap so cruelly stolen from me, I rub my forehead and slowly get up, putting the sheets in the envelope in my bag before swinging it over my shoulder. I take a step back and move to depart with a small bow, while Misha clutches her sides laughing and Shizune nods back in a curt farewell. I join the flow of students exiting the open door and turn the corner into the hallway, only to end up face to face with Hanako.
Oh, Hanako.
Whoa.
Hey up, Hanako. Good afternoon, Hisao. Yes.
Yes. Silence falls between us as busily chatting students pass us by. She's fidgeting constantly, her eyes drawn to her rather unremarkable footwear. I take the bridge of my nose in my fingers while I blink my eyes heavily in an attempt to make things seem clearer. I'm barely staying awake as it is.
Oh, I know that feeling. Hanako, you want to say something? What is it? Yes, I wanted to give you this. Huh?
This was totally not how she sounded.
I know. Sorry.
She holds out a small rectangular piece of paper. I blink again to make out the text through barely open eyes, slowly starting to make out what's written.
2 eggs, 1 bread loaf, whole grain cereal, time.
Oh.
That's a very strange...
It's a really weird poem you've written here, Hanako.
Yeah, that's a bizarre poem you've written here.
Free form. I like it. Monica would love it.
Yeah. A shopping list?
I look upwards, raising an eyebrow.
I usually go shopping with Lilly, but I can't come, so... You want me to run errands for you? It's okay if you don't want to. I just thought maybe,
She's panicking. I sigh. Yet another battle lost, though this time by a weakly fought surrender. I smile tiredly and rest a hand on her head to calm her down.
Oh, we're buds. It's fine. I was gonna go anyway. Just the stuff on this list.
She nods, then bows deeply, twice, as if to make her gratitude perfectly clear.
We're going to meet outside the school gates at 6. Thank you. I was going to get it, but I need to study for the test tomorrow.
Oh,
Test? Oh, that's right. Science. How are you doing with it? Science.
Science, bitch.
Science.
She brightens ever so slightly.
I've been spending more time on it than before. I think I can do okay. Good work then.
She too starts smiling, much more earnestly than I at that. I have full confidence that I can do fine in it without any extra studying, but the fact that she's putting in the effort instead of just reading in the library, is heartening.
I'll grab your stuff and take it to your dorm in the evening. See ya!
With a small wave, we part ways. I'll go do my homework before meeting Lilly. I should be able to take care of it in time.
Gotcha.
Wrangling with a particularly complicated math problem has caused me to be a little bit late for my meeting with Lilly.
Oh.
Only a couple of minutes, but enough to make me step smartly out into the courtyard and to the school gate. I mean, if she's used to meeting Hanako, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
I make a right turn and start my way towards a small town below, leaving a few students to work turning the other way to the bus station. Oh, actually no, because they live across the hall from each other, so they just leave at the same time. I slip my right hand into my pocket as I walk into the orange-lit sunlight of dusk. Thankfully, the sweltering summer heat started to die down, making way for a pleasant, cool breeze. When I stretch my hands high above my head, a familiar figure takes form, a cane in her right hand.
Lilly?
She stops and turns around, swiveling her head slightly to try and work out exactly where the voice came from.
Hey, it's me.
I quickly catch up to her, coming in beside her and matching her slow pace as we resume walking.
Good afternoon, Hisao. Hi there.
I glance up at the sky. A distinct tinge of orange discolors the clouds, washing the footpath in its light. Long shadows from the trees fall across the wide road down the hill.
So, Hissa, what brings you here?
Just going to town to grab some groceries. Hanako sent me.
Hanako sent you?
Yeah, she said she needed to study for a test tomorrow. I was gonna come down anyway, so just buy her stuff as well.
Unspoken is that Lily really could use some help to get food, but it's an obvious fact that neither of us needs to state.
It's good to hear she's studying for it.
I thought the same thing when she asked me to come with you.
We continue walking down the street, the familiar sound of her cane echoing through the air as we go. Except for the occasional passing car and the leaves whispering in the branches, there's a blissful silence. Thank God I can finally relax for the first time today.
Yeah. Oh.
I glance over at Lily.
Oh.
Oh. I glance over at Lily. That porcelain face of hers never seems to lack that air of relaxed confidence.
Why are we zooming?
Yes, it's the same could be said of her personality too, because you're like daydreaming.
Oh.
As she silently walks, her face remaining pointed to the street ahead of her, I look ahead and savor the cool air blowing over my face. See, unlike dating sims that you make people play, the fact that you're zooming in is not supposed to intimidate you. Or, as I put it, scat you out. Which is exactly what it did in Doki Doki Literature Club.
Man.
But I digress. This is probably the calmest moment I've had since the about face my life took so recently. See, this is calm. This is nice.
It is very calm.
Zooming in is just to get a better look. To have it while walking to get some groceries. What a weird life.
Oh, life is weird. But as soon as you start embracing the weirdness, then things are great. Things are a fucking wild ride.
I feel the crumpled up note rubbing against my hand in my pocket and pull it out to check its contents.
Let's see here. Eggs, bread, cereal, thyme, lettuce, shaved ham.
Shaved ham?
Shaved ham? What the fuck?
Shaved ham?
Shaved ham, yeah. Anyway,
ham?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That sounds like quite a bit to carry back along with your own.
Yeah, just how much does this girl eat anyway?
Huh. My mind suddenly clicks that yes, there is actually a person beside me.
Wait, I mean...
She laughs wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I'm glad she found it funny.
Yeah.
My, so...
Her giggles punctuate her words, though she's making little effort to suppress them.
Quite direct today, aren't we?
Yeah, you got me there. Still,
oh, yeah,
it is quite a bit.
Usually I go shopping with Hanako, so I know what she buys. It's the same thing every week.
Huh? She a good cook?
She gives a nervous giggle.
Nah, she's shit. It's usually me who ends up cooking. I used to do so for Akira, so it's no problem doing it for Hanako as well.
You can cook? Fuck yeah!
A short hum with an amused lilt emanates from beside me. I wonder if the fact that she seems amused by my comments so often is actually genuine, or rather just from a want to make me more comfortable in addressing her blindness.
There are ways around it. Sometimes I have a little rat that I put on top of my head, and he pulls my hair.
I have a little helper.
I have a little helper.
I have a rat that guides me.
It's incredible. There's a video of these like two drunk, I'm assuming they're drunk lads, but they're recreating the scene, and it's just the little fucking like the French music in the background, like the and it's just like it's just a guy in his kitchen, and then his like buddy who's like sitting on his shoulders, just wearing boxers and like the most ridiculous looking like rat mask I've ever seen in my life. Just like pulling his hair, and it's just like, oh.
That's so fucking funny.
That is so funny.
Anyway.
Some meals are more difficult to cook than others because of being unable to see what I'm doing, but it usually only takes a little more time. Fingers can double as very useful measurement tools, for example. Yeah?
Yep, the Egyptians used them. It makes sense. but she'd have to be pretty careful not to hurt herself. I wonder how many times that's happened, given that it sounds like she's cooked alone for possibly years while Akira worked and her parents were gone. With that, the conversation trails off.
I just make bros. Anyway.
Compared to the awkward silences of Hanako, Lily seems genuinely content to say what she thinks and stay quiet when there's nothing to say.
Oh, by the way, bros, for anybody that isn't Scottish watching, I'll explain what it is. Julian, Editor Julian, explain what it is. Thank you.
What is?
Bros.
Bros? Like, as in your bros?
Like BROSE.
Oh. I don't know what that is. What is that?
John.
You think? I think
and
even
you
a lot
call
of
yourself
people...
a Scot, for fuck's sake, man.
Well, yeah, because I was born here and all my parents are Scottish too.
Yeah, and the Argentinian here is like is out Scottishing you. Awful.
Alright, well, educate me then.
Alright. Nah, just you'll have to watch the video. You'll have to watch the video. I'll explain that.
Okay.
Don't worry
you
about
know
it.
I will.
Anyway.
The slick road under my feet is bathed in an orange glow, the occasional fallen leaf crunching underfoot as we walk. Crunch. I let out a deep yawn, my lack of sleep coming back to haunt me. Yeah, why didn't we just go back to bed?
Yeah. Did you not get much sleep last night?
I couldn't sleep at all for the last 2 nights. Probably my, insomnia, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get no sleep.
Suddenly becomes worried. It feels like a personal failure every time she gets worried about my well-being. Even if it's genuinely nice to know someone cares.
You have insomnia? Aren't you going to see the nurse about it?
Nah, no real need. It happened before a few times. My head's screwed with my sleeping occasionally.
Sorry.
Come on, it's not your fault. At least I shouldn't have any trouble getting to sleep tonight.
You do worry me sometimes. Oh.
Sometimes.
I worry you?
I reach around and scratch the back of my neck. I kind of want to address this.
Hey, Lily.
Hmm?
I don't mean to sound weird, but please try to forget about my heart condition.
She looks kind of lost. I hardly blame her.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is just don't treat me differently because of it.
Oh, pot kettle. She bows her head slightly, her white cheeks reddening almost imperceptibly.
It's only natural to worry about those around you. Yeah.
That you love.
Yeah.
Well, it's still nice to know there's someone like that out there.
It may be somewhat embarrassing to say, but it's the truth. Lily takes a breath to regain her composure and manages a gentle smile, though her cheeks remain flushed.
We'll continue in the next episode.
Your neighbor's must be.
If you please like and subscribe. I'm not good at ad-libbing this. Yeah, like and subscribe to the video. Leave us a little comment.
There, you leave a comment saying your favorite animated mouse, and maybe the real tune to somewhere.
Yeah, that wasn't quite right.
No,
still, I showed that to. I'll tell you guys in the next episode because this is another funny story. Anyway,
let's go.
Right. Anyway,
see you guys
next
later.
Time.
You know what to do. Bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.